I don't play FIFA no more.
Oh, you don't play it anymore?
Yeah.
Really?
Mom said I gotta grow up. So.
That's fair. That's fair.
What's up, Union fans? Welcome back to the DOOP presented by Subaru. I'm Sage Hurley. Over there we have Mark Evans.
Hey, Sage.
And today we have a very special guest, Jacques Mason. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So right now is a really exciting time over here in Chester. Both the first team and the second team have had a great start to their seasons. And on the academy side, graduation is right around the corner. And Jacques is one of 19 student athletes that'll put their boots and training gear aside for the day and put on a cap and gown. You excited?
Yeah, I am.
So we say the word pathway a ton over here at the Union, and each player has their own respective pathway on how they get to the spot that they're in. You have a really unique journey, and it didn't start here at the Union. It's kind of all come to be in the last year. Do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself and how you found yourself in this spot?
Well, all glory to God, because He really brought me through a lot. So, yeah. And started in Liberia and grew up there, started playing soccer very young, and then moved over to the U.S., like, with the Chester High School team, and then now I'm here, with the Union.
Wow. So when did you start playing soccer?
Pretty young. So back in Liberia, it's only two sports you can play, either soccer or basketball. So a lot of people play soccer, and then because we got the only African world best winner, George Weah, from Liberia, so everybody want to be the next George Weah. So,
That's right.
So when I was a kid, my dad gave me a ball, so my dad and mom let me play. And then once I was like 4, 5, 6, started taking it serious, taking to practice and stuff with my friends. And then, yeah, that's when it started.
And so when did you come over here to the United States?
Like 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. So you always played soccer. How quickly did you get involved in Chester High School soccer program?
I got involved as soon as I came because I was going to the Chester Charter, and then I heard about the Union Foundation, and then one of my high school teachers was like, just sign up. You don't know what's going to happen. I was like, all right, I'm going to just sign up because of you. So I was like, cool. So when I signed up, what happened, like the opening ceremony at the stadium, and then I was like, looking at the stadium, I was like, pretty cool. Probably one day I could be here. And then my high school principal was like, they have a soccer program with the foundation. I was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, where can I sign up so I can, like, start? She showed me, and then I reached out to Paul. It was Paul back then. And then Paul, like, took me to the coach, and then I started playing. Yeah.
So when did you first hear about Philadelphia Union Foundation? Did you know anything about the club before?
I probably know a little bit because of FIFA. Playing FIFA.
Kids.
Yeah. And then back then, like, the only MLS team I was real popular in the world was LA Galaxy because of Beckham and Slanta. So everybody want to, like, the only American team I knew was LA Galaxy. So I probably, like, play a couple of career mode with them and then see, like, the other clubs. They didn't know much. And then once I got here, it was like, oh, Philadelphia Union. I was like, oh, I remember that team from FIFA. Like, and then it was like, oh, they're pretty cool. And then I didn't know how good it were until I got here. Like, yeah.
Was it cool for you to realize that Philadelphia Union, an MLS team that you'd heard about a little bit, was right here in your backyard in Chester once you moved here?
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I thought it was like, because how big the country is, I thought like everything is pretty far away. So it's like Philadelphia, I thought it was like in a city. So once I got here, it's like Chester, and I was like, oh, I'm not that far. Came to a couple of games, yeah. It's pretty cool.
So you got involved with the Chester High School soccer program, and at what point did you realize I'm a pretty good player on this team? Like, I'm standing out among my teammates. When did you start to realize that, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
In general, probably like being good. Probably probably 8, 9. When people come after a game, like people come, oh, you good, keep it up. I was like, okay. But at the foundation, it was when we play a game at the old YSC at Wayne. Like, a lot of people would be like, oh, you pretty good. You play for any other team? I was like, yeah. I was playing for our team in Philadelphia Lone Star. And they was like, you play in the other? I was like, yeah. They was like, you think about joining? Yeah. I was like, hopefully one day. And then once we played that Chester High School soccer, and then after that, I was like, Oh yeah, it was almost like a pathway to the Union. Yeah.
So I heard there was one game where some Philadelphia Union Academy scouts came out and you scored 4 goals in 15 minutes.
Sheesh.
Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I do. I don't remember who played, but I remember that day. After the first half, like some guy came to me and was like, "Oh, you know, the Philadelphia Union scouts was watching you." I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." So going back second half, I was like kind of freaking out in my head watching the game, but yeah, it was one of them moments like I was just like on something else trying to like score. Yeah.
So when did they first reach out to you personally?
After that game, the next morning I saw the email. I don't usually check my email except early in the morning. Oh, I'm going to bed, but during the day I don't. So once in the morning I check my emails. Like Philadelphia Union, I was like, probably not. Then I read it. It's like, oh, when you come to a tryout, I was like, whoa. So I called my mom. My mom was in her room. So I banged the door. I was like, yo. It's like, what? I'm still sleeping because she just came from work that morning. I was like, oh, the Union scout sent me a text. You want me to go and try it next week? She was like, really? And then I showed the email. She was like, oh, yeah. But let me sleep on wake up. We'll talk about it. I was like, all right. So I went to school and then came home to talk about it. And then it was like, yeah, pretty cool moment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What were your emotions like when you read that email? Because, like you said, you'd seen the stadium, you knew about the club, and then some people within it are starting to reach out to you and notice your talent. That's got to be a pretty special kind of feeling.
It was. Well, I never thought I was going to like play in a professional academy because I was like about to graduate high school. I was like going to my senior year. I was like, I don't really know. And then once I received the email, it was like just kind of mixed emotion. Like first of all, I was thinking about I need to go play good. I can't be like, oh, I got an email and then I'll be happy. Like I gotta go there and show what I can do. And then yeah, but receiving the email is pretty cool.
So you went to the tryout.
Yeah.
It must have gone well because soon enough you were part of the Philadelphia Union Academy.
Yeah.
How did that kind of process work out?
It was a 2-day tryout. I think it was Thursday. I think it was Wednesday and Thursday. We trained, and then after, Chris was like, "Oh, yeah, the coach said they really like you. They want you to come." So I was like, "Oh, okay." But I was like, but at my old school, we start early. We used to start like 7, 8. So I was like, I don't think I can make training in the morning. So it's like, all right, we'll see. And then to talk a little bit, and then it came back. It was like, oh, how you and my thinking about coming to YC? I was like, oh, the school for the players. She was like, yeah. I was like, that would be pretty cool too. Going to school, getting in with the players, and then everything just happened like 2 weeks later, and I was going YC.
Wow. That's a pretty big year for you.
Yep.
A lot of change. How did you deal with the change? I mean, it's a whole new school, a whole new club you're playing with. Was that hard to kind of adapt?
Yeah, it was a little bit, not a lot, but I already used to it because it was like I came from Liberia. Here was a whole different culture, so it was like almost like the same thing. There was like, even I had a couple of friends I still talk to and stuff like that. It was like getting like trying to make friends again, almost like starting over. But this time it was cool because we had soccer to like connect us more than just come in and then just talking. Yeah.
So I don't know if like a ton of people watching know what a day in the life at school is or a day in the life of an academy player can be. Can you walk me through what the day in the life is being part of a professional academy here at the Union?
Yeah. So we got training in the morning. We gotta be there at 7:45, 7:50. Get ready, train. After training, probably about like 9:45, 10. And then we'll go to school, get breakfast, hang around with friends if you don't got class in town hall where everybody be, and go to class, get your work done because everybody trying to pass. So, and then just hang out with friends, teacher, talk. Yeah, not really a lot to do at YSC, but you gotta get your work done. Yeah.
A little bit different than the other high school experience you were going through.
Yeah, it was at my old school. It was like I say at YSC is pretty like chill, because I don't know how to say it, but it was like YS is like you got like you don't got like every class like after, so you got like breaks, so it's like free times and stuff. But my old school is like class, lunch, class, you go home. So our YS is class, you got lunch, class, break, then class, then you good to go, and then we got gym after school. Yeah.
That's much different than our high school
Much different than my high school experience, yeah. But cool. I mean, that's what I think makes everything with the academy super unique, right? And that's why everybody wants to be a part of it, and that's why they're having the success that they are, and we're having the players have the success that they are. But even if they don't stay with the Union, right? Mm-hmm. College is next. Yeah.
So what were your first couple of games like for the Philadelphia Union Academy?
So my first one was I think it was to the UPSL for the U3 against my old club for the Lone Star. Yeah, cause
that was your first game with the academy.
Yeah, so it's like
that?
Wow.
Yeah, it was my friends they were trying to
giving you a hard time probably.
they're trying to kill me like, and then during the game I got a pen, and then oh my god, after the game I was like, oh my god, you like. But it was pretty fun. Playing with the academy, like playing with some guys, like yeah, you're good, but like you see some kid, you be like, oh yeah, he good too, and then it's like more of like neutral ground where you can like you gotta do what you gotta do like, at your best, and then like everybody do that at their best. So it's pretty sick, and then yeah.
And what were your first couple of days then at the school? Because those are two completely different experiences, being on the pitch with a bunch of people and then being in the school. What were your first impressions when you walked in the door and, first day of school jitters?
My first day of school, I was with Zach Guru, one of my friends. He was like the one. He showed me around. We talked, and then everybody else just trying to get to know them, just talking a bit, and then like now like really close. So first it was pretty calm. Yeah. Then like I wasn't used to like after like training in the morning, then school, so I was like pretty tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Because is it true that like most kids are probably there freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, and you came at the start of your senior year, right? So, yeah. Like you said, a lot of those kids already know each other. They've been friends for a few years, and then you're coming in just in your senior year, probably made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, just trying to get to know them, create my own. I can't be like how they grew up because they've been together since like there was like kids. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what has your favorite moment been so far in the Philadelphia Union Academy? Is there like one memory that's standing out to you the most? I know graduation's a time to reflect and think about all the things that have
I got probably two. When I had my first start in the UPSL, I scored that game. And then
first start, first goal?
Yeah. Since then I haven't scored yet, but coming pretty soon. And when I played with the 18s a couple of times, yeah. That was pretty cool.
What about in school? Have you had a favorite memory in school?
Prom? Did you go to prom?
Yeah, prom was good. It was alright. At school, probably sitting around with friends, talking in class, having fun, and probably sitting with my school counselor because like we talk every day. She be talking to everybody every day. So yeah, and my mentor there. Yeah.
So one of my questions for you is there anyone that has helped you the most along the way? You just mentioned two people. Can you tell me about your relationship with them and how they've helped you in this journey?
Darren, since I got there, like we talk since my first day. Since I got there, we talk every day, and still now check on me, and he really like made me adapt quicker than usually. Like doing mentor group, he called everybody in the room, make me talk in front of them so I can get comfortable quicker. And Gretchen is like a mom at school. Yeah. If you're not replying to college coaches, she on you. If you're not getting something done, she on you. Like she's like like second mom. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Did they help you with some of the things like big moments like the Philadelphia Union Foundation Gala? Jacques gave a speech in front of a room full of people. What was that experience like? Did they help you get ready for that?
Yeah, Nohan got me ready. She got me ready because we had this guy, like he helped us like through like talking in front of people, like the nerve and stuff. So he talked to me and then we'll talk about it, and then after, but I didn't expect all those people to be there. They told me like it was just gonna be a couple of people, and then you can just say something.
They didn't want to get you nervous.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then once I got there, I saw everybody. I was like, you guys lied on me. You should at least you should have told me, and then I would be like,
Yeah.
Because while I was playing for my mind, I was like, oh, just a little people. You can just say whatever you want. And then once I saw everybody, I was like, no, you can't say whatever you want. You gotta know what you're saying. So it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought you nailed it.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I was pretty impressed. I'm a lot older at this point, and I still don't like public speaking. And Sage mentioned it, but like a lot of the players still struggle with it still to this day, right? So I thought you knocked it out of the park. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, thank you for that. But it's like something's in my stomach. Like,
yeah. You ate dinner after you spoke, probably. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Soon you're gonna have to give a speech for graduation. How's that coming along?
Good. Coming good. Not long, but it's pretty short.
Does everybody have to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all have to give a speech?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Also different. I just walked on the stage, grabbed the diploma, and walked off.
Yeah.
Because it was small, so everybody got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So speaking of graduation, what's next for you once you put on the cap and gown and get your diploma?
College, and then hopefully pros, maybe, praying to God.
Where are you headed for college?
Wilmington University is a D2 in Wilmington.
Nice.
Yeah.
Staying close, that's good too, so you don't have to readjust all over again.
Yeah.
What was that process like, the college process? Because like you said, in the academy, there's the different pathways, and college is one of the really big ones for a lot of student athletes to go head to school and play soccer after. Mine was kind of tough because coming from Liberia, it's like I'm an international student, so I got to do all these stuff with NCAA. So once I was started, it's like you can't play Division 1 or D2 first. I was like, why? I don't even know about this. So it's like, oh, you got to do this paper, you got to do this paperwork. So, and then I got my eligibility back last month. Nice.
So Wilmington actually helped me get it. So like they'll follow the appeal process, and then we went through, and then I got my eligibility back to play D1 or D2. So I committed there to play, but it was a pretty long one. So knowing I can't play D1 or D2 in January, and then a lot of coaches still talking to me, but it's like they was like, no, we can't give you nothing until you get your eligibility back. So I was like, yeah. And then seeing everybody else like either committed or like talking to the schools, and then it was like at certain points one of my one was like, I'm not committed. I was like, yeah. So it was kind of a little bit of pressure, but yeah.
Is that something that the academy helps you with?
Yeah, Coach Ian, he deal with a lot of coaches. He coached University of Delaware for a long time, so he know a lot of these guys, and then he helped me through it. And then Gretchen also, and a couple of my friends, Zach and Victor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Subaru has teamed up with the Philadelphia Union and Greater Philadelphia area Subaru retailers to make a difference in our community and at Subaru Park. Together, we've helped hundreds of pets get adopted at the stadium. At Subaru Park, we've grown and donated thousands of servings of fresh organic produce to area food banks and helped give kids in our community access to the game they love. Together, Subaru and the Philadelphia Union are making a difference. Subaru, more than a car company.
At Rafferty Subaru, we have a lot in common with the roster of the Philadelphia Union. There's no I in team. There's no I in Subaru either. Leave it all on the pitch, leave your keys with us, and go enjoy our comfortable service waiting area. Subaru and local Subaru retailers, like Rafferty Subaru, are proud to support the Philadelphia Union. This means we're supporting Union players on the pitch and Union fans on the road with regular maintenance, test drives, and finding that perfect vehicle. Visit Rafferty Subaru today. Learn more at raffertysubaru.com. So, when you think about this past year and the journey that you've had, a lot of people can kind of look up to you and feel inspired by the success you've achieved. Do you have any advice for any young players who might be watching this podcast and hoping to achieve similar things to what you have?
Probably say stay grinding. Just be the best you can at what you do. Like wherever you play, like rep back, be the best you can. Like make sure wherever you go, nobody can be like outstanding at your position than you. So yeah, that's what I try to do every day. Be willing to work, like, and then I'm always humble. So yeah, be humble.
And one last question for you. What does the Philadelphia Union mean to you?
It means a lot because the experience I got here is not a lot of people who can say that, oh, yeah. Well, I played with the Union. People be like, oh, I wish. It was like, I wish. But I can tell them I did play for the Union. I know what's going on, like the school, how players feeling, how it's like being around players, like mad in training after you happy, like friend with each other. It's like friendly competition, and yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah.
What are we doing off the field other than playing FIFA a lot, right? It sounds like.
I don't play FIFA no more.
Oh, you don't play it anymore?
Yeah. My
really?
mom said I gotta grow up, so.
That's fair. That's fair. What are we doing in non-soccer, non-school time? I know there's not much of that, right? Because you're playing soccer pretty much regularly.
Yeah, so what are we really doing? I used to be home a lot, but now two of my friends, Zach and Victor, they got me into golf, so.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm learning how to play golf a little bit. I'm not Tiger Woods yet.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. I'm still at the beginner level, so.
That's fun.
I'm learning.
Have you gone back to Liberia at all, or do you have any intentions of going back?
Not yet, but I hope like pretty soon, probably this year or next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you still connected with your friends back there?
Yeah, a couple of my friends will still talk, like friends who like childhood friends, like yeah. And then I still got my dad there, so, and then a couple of my aunts and my uncles here, we'll still talk.
And you mentioned obviously George Weah is a huge influence in Liberia, right?
Yeah.
His son plays for the U.S. national team.
Yeah.
Who else has been an influence in your kind of soccer career?
I probably say Micah Essien. I'm a Chelsea fan. And
okay.
Who you support?
I'm a Liverpool guy. Sage, Liverpool girl.
Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
we did a lot for that, so I appreciate that.
I'm a Chelsea fan, so seeing Micah Essien, Didier Drogba, Michael Lede play for Chelsea was like, oh, it's finally African playing in Europe.
Yeah.
Because that was the only African I really knew.
Yeah.
Apart from Joshua, because I didn't see him play. And
you would have been real young for watching those guys.
I wasn't even born.
I was gonna say those are early 2000s.
I watched them play a little bit, and then I watched Drogba play Essien. I didn't get a ton of Michael Lede because I was pretty young. And then other African guys, Eto'o, who else? He got Yaya Toure, and a bunch of them. Like
a lot of good players.
Yeah,
a lot of good players.
You can tell you're a big soccer guy. Is it cool to like be around a bunch of other players who can like talk soccer with you? Because I'm sure that's not the case at a normal high school.
Yeah, I'm guessing Chester Charter Academy. There's not a ton of soccer fans.
Basically, NBA and football. And baseball. I don't watch baseball, so.
Have you gotten into those sports since you've been here?
Football and NBA, because I used to play either FIFA, Madden, or NBA 2K.
Yeah.
No more. Not no more.
No video games. That's right.
No video games. You gotta do something.
Are you a Sixers guy?
No, I'm a Warriors fan.
Why?
Cause back in Liberia, Steph and KD and Clay was like on fire at that time, so it's like. Steph, so I was like, let me start watching them, and then once I started watching them, I started liking Steph, and then shooting the ball from half court is like it's pretty entertaining.
It's wild.
Yeah.
We got to get you to meet KD if you're a KD guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the ownership group here.
Kevin Durant owns part of the Union.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then football, Eagles.
Yeah, of course.
You have to be really.
Yeah,
Smart
you gotta
kid.
be. You gotta be the Eagles fan.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I remember last year you were up here as an intern with your high school, coming in during the summer, and you were hanging out in our front office. And now you're in the Philadelphia Union training gear. It's really cool to see. I'm really happy for you. We all are at the Union. Kind of goes to show the connectivity between all the different parts of this organization, from the foundation to the academy. We're here in the front office, but it's really cool to see you succeed. So good luck in college. That's all we have for this episode of the DOOP presented by Subaru. I'm Sage. That's Mark. Jacques Mason. Thanks for watching. And make sure if you see this guy around, tell him congrats. He's about to be a graduate.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.